After a break from the Winter Games, we are back with Mogul Duels, the second last event. Today, two countries duel down twin tracks in a single elimination style tournament. 2 points will be awarded for a win and 1 point for a loss. As always, we will award bonus points for the top 8 best times. Here's the current bracket, folks. We will start races on the west side before moving on to the east. First up on the track, we have Kopavoj and Munich. We're off down that loop, down the pinwheels, down that yellow path, down the first set of stairs and through the 180. Munich has a slight lead down the green path, and he still keeps it down that last set of stairs on the ramp, and he takes the win, beating out Japan. Great first run to start the tournament. Munich finishes with a time of 14.13 and will be earning 2 points as a result from the win. And it looks like the Winter Games record has already been broken in the first round. Now that's impressive. Up next, we have Plovdiv versus Geneva in match 2. We're off down the loop, down the pinwheel, and down the yellow path. Down those stairs and through the 180, Geneva has a slight lead onto the green path. Gets a little bit tripped up, but still keeps the lead. And down that last spiral on the ramp, and Team Switzerland takes the win from Team Slovakia. Geneva brought his team to the second round, finishing with a time of 15.44 and will be getting 2 extra points. Now at match 3 is Graz and Krakow. Let's see who takes it. And they're off down that loop, down the yellow path. Krakow stumbles down that yellow path, down the 180 through that S-turn, down the second set of stairs and into the green path. And Austria stumbles a bit. Oh, and the lead is given back to Krakow. Is he going to keep it? He does not, and Austria ends up taking the lead. After a disappointing loss, Krakow finishes with 0 points, while Graz keeps the win with 16.54. He will be joining both Team Germany and Team Switzerland up in the next round. And after that horrific fall, we're now calling security to get Krakow back up to the change room. This is definitely not a good day for Team Poland, folks. Göteborg and Astana City now up. And they're off down that loop, down the pinwheel, down the yellow set, and Göteborg seems to have the slight lead, and it's taken by Astana City down the green path. And Göteborg takes it back down the last set of stairs, into the spin and down that ramp, and he keeps it down that final pinwheel and will be moving on to the next round. Göteborg finishes with 15.24, adding 2 points to his team. Astana City finishes with a time of 16.46. And it looks like Göteborg will be versing Team Austria in the next round. Up next in match 5 is Rotterdam and Gyumri. Let's see who takes it. We're off down that loop. Russia got some time off down that loop. Down the stairs. He seems to be catching up down the 180. Down the second flight of stairs and onto the green path. And Rotterdam keeps free first, but it's still a tight one. Down that final spiral. Who's going to take it? Ooh, Rotterdam gets checked by Gyumri and will be taking the loss. And as a result of that hit, Rotterdam will be getting 0 points from this round. Gyumri finishes with a time of 18.2 and will be getting 2 points for his team. Things certainly aren't looking good for Rotterdam. We have reports of a broken spinal, and security is taking our second injury of the night. Moving on to match 6 of round 1, we have Busan and Vatican City duking it out. And they're off. The race is on down that yellow path, down the first flight of stairs and through that 180. Vatican City has an easy lead down the second flight. Oh, not anymore. Busan gets the lead, but Vatican City takes it back down that final flight of stairs onto the ramp, and Vatican City misses a perfect opportunity, and Busan will take the win. And it looks like Vatican City overshot the ramp and ends up falling down to the floor. Busan made perfect use of this opportunity, finishing with a time of 16.50 and will be bringing Team South Korea to the next round. And for the third time, security will be... Wait, is that Homer Simpson? It seemed like the security was too busy with the crowd and the other injuries, so they ended up hiring Homer again. I've never seen the security so busy during these Winter Games. Now match 7, we have Turku and Montreal. The race begins down the pinwheels through the yellow set of tracks, down the first flight of stairs, through that 180, down the second flight of stairs. Turku has a slight lead. Oh, Montreal gets it for a slight bit, but Turku keeps back the lead down the final flight. Onto the ramp. It's a tight one, but Turku keeps the lead with Montreal coming in at second. And that was the closest finish we've seen so far. Turku finishes with a time of 15.50, and he used his body to prevent Montreal from taking the lead at that last bit. Montreal finishes with a time of 16.02 and has 1 point and will be eliminated. And last but not least, we have Bergen and Barcelona competing for the last spot in the next round. We're off. Bergen has a slow start exiting that loop, but he still comes back through that 180. Barcelona has the lead down the second flight of stairs onto that green path. Ooh, and Barcelona breaks free first down that final spiral and onto the ramp, and he takes the win against Team Norway. And Barcelona takes the last spot, finishing with a time of 14.59. Bergen finishes with a time of 16.35, just 2 seconds behind Barcelona. And with round 1 all said and done, it is now time to go to round 2. 8 marbles still remain in this tournament. And in our first match of the round, we have Geneva versus Munich. And they're off, down the loop and down the pinwheel. Geneva has a slight lead down the first flight of stairs and onto that 180. And Munich takes it down the green path, but will he keep it? No, he does not. Geneva takes it back down the final flight of stairs and onto that ramp, and he takes it. Despite having pressure from Munich, Geneva stays in the fight, advancing to the semifinals. Munich is now eliminated with a time of 15.27, but he tried till the end and almost got the win from Geneva. We now have Göteborg and Graz competing for the second spot. Let's see who takes it. And we're off. Down the pinwheel and through that yellow path. Göteborg has the lead down the first flight of stairs and through that 180. Ooh, it's a tight one down the green path. And Göteborg keeps the lead and Austria gets stuck. And Göteborg will take the win, earning a spot in the semis. Graz lags far behind, eliminating Austria from this tournament. Göteborg still keeps Team Sweden alive with a time of 14.55. And it looks like Göteborg will be facing Geneva in the first round of the semis. Up next, we have Busan and Gyumri in the third match of round 2. Let's see who takes it. We're off down the pinwheel through the yellow path. Down the first flight of stairs, Busan has a good lead. Not anymore though. Down the second flight of stairs and into the green path. They both struggle, but Busan keeps the lead down the last flight of stairs and onto that ramp. And Busan gets the early shot in and will be moving on to the next round. Busan finishes with a time of 17.04, earning 4 points for his team. Gyumri loses with a time of 17.50, just a tad behind Busan. Now the final match of round 2, we have Barcelona versus Turku. And Barcelona struggles a little bit down that loop, but comes back down the first flight of stairs and into the 180. Down that second flight, it's still extremely tight. And Barcelona screws up, giving Turku the win. But wait, Turku takes the shortcut, and it looks like we'll have to give this win to Barcelona. Unfortunately, because Turku cheated, we will have to deduct 1 point from his final score, and therefore Barcelona will be taking the win with a time of 16.31. What a major upset for everyone that was rooting for Team Finland. And now we're down to round 3. 4 marbles remain. We're adding a funnel at the bottom of the track to intensify the races. Let's see who makes it. First round of the semis, we have Geneva versus Göteborg. We're off down the yellow path, down the first flight of stairs and through the 180. Geneva has a slight lead down the second flight, onto the green path. They both struggle and Göteborg gets out first, down that final spiral, onto the ramp. And Göteborg makes it first into the funnel. There they go, spinning round and round. Ooh, Geneva catches up. They both weave in and out, side and side, just skimming the funnel's edge. Who's gonna take it? It's Göteborg. Team Sweden will be moving on to the finals, and Geneva, which plays for Team Switzerland, will be fighting for third place. Göteborg finishes with a time of 27.41, earning 2 extra points for his team. Geneva tried hard from start to finish, but just simply couldn't get the win. And concluding the semis is Barcelona and Busan. Let's see who takes that final spot. We're off down the pinwheels, through that yellow track, down the first flight of stairs and through that 180. Down the second flight and onto the green path. They both struggle again, and it's a tight one down that final flight and onto the ramp. And Busan gets in first, but it's still anybody's game in that funnel. And there they go, round and round. They both struggle to make a move. Who's gonna be the one? It's just moments for that final stretch, and it's still neck and neck. And Busan makes the quick move, beating out Barcelona. And the final matchups have been decided. Team South Korea will be facing Team Sweden in the finals, while Team Switzerland and France duke it out for third place. Bronze match is now underway with Barcelona and Geneva duking it out. In this round, the winner gets 1 point and the other player gets 0. Down the first flight of stairs and through that 180. Down the second flight, Barcelona has an easy lead. Ooh, not so easy anymore. Geneva takes it down that final spiral and onto the ramp. And Barcelona is going to be challenging Geneva in that final funnel. And he catches up. They both weave in and out side and side. Both just barely skimming the funnel's edge. And Geneva keeps the lead, winning third place. Barcelona comes in at a tight second, finishing with fourth. And Geneva comes in with a time of 26.08, earning 1 point for Team Switzerland. Barcelona comes in at a time of 30.30 and will remain with 5 points. The moment you've all been waiting for, folks. We now have Busan and Göteborg fighting for the finals. Winner gets 5 points and the loser gets 3. And Göteborg gets the easy lead down the 180 and onto the stairs, down the second flight, onto the green path. And Göteborg loses it to Busan down that final ramp. Ooh, that was a tight one. And the feud will continue in that final funnel. There they go, round and round, both weaving in and out side to side. Ooh, it's a tight one, folks. Who's going to take it? And Busan takes it, folks. South Korea takes the win of the Mogul tournament, while Team Sweden takes home the second place spot. What a thrilling final race to this tournament. Busan finishes with a time of 25.38, earning 11 points for his team. Göteborg finishes with a tight second, earning 3 points and finishing with 31 seconds. Coming to the fastest times now, Germany Philippines takes the title with a time of 14.13 and ends up beating the Winter Games record. Team Norway India concludes the top 8 with 16.35. And with the final race concluding, South Korea gets their first win but came just shy of the top 8 best times. Team Sweden takes home silver and Switzerland walks away with their third medal overall. Now to the overall standings. With just one event to go, it will be a tight battle against Switzerland, Canada, and Germany for the top spot. South Korea gets a slight boost after winning the tournament, and poor Austria falls back to last with just 49 points. I'm surprised Japan has not taken last in this tournament despite losing points in previous events. Congratulations to Sam Parker for winning their first gold medal, Witherskull for their third silver medal, and Adida Strongerpier for taking bronze. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a thumbs up, and if you would like to stay up to date on my future uploads, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the notification squad. I'm your host, Alex B, signing off.